wow, dude. There you go. I was gonna say, this is M2C. Oh, come on, dude. What are you? Get out of here. I mean, look at this. What the hell? He's gonna back up and tip that juice everywhere. You saw that. Oh. I totally thought he was gonna flip that whole thing. So this is what we got here. So what I ended up doing is just taking a hacksaw, took this off, hacksawed that line, which was pretty much just 4 of these fins. I guess it really wasn't necessary to completely wrap. And now, when you take this interlock little piece there, it has plenty of room. You can see, I think you can see right there, where that screw, wherever that M2C screw went, there's a screw that's around here somewhere. Right here. So the screw, I was thinking I should probably use one of these washers that I had for my motor. But anyways, this screw right here will end up screwing right into there, and there's no more conflict between the heatsink and this motor block chassis plate lock kind of system that M2C has here. I will have to scavenge this piece here. So go ahead and kind of just take this out right now. See, what I need is I need the nut that's right there. It's a lock nut, and that lock nut is going to sit right in this slot right here. So I can take the screw and kind of just give it a push forward, I hope. Maybe not. Take the screw, thread it in a couple, and then just give it a whack with a hammer. A couple whacks and it's out. I also need this strap as well. So this piece, it's not funny. Now I've got an extra one, which is kind of good. It's just missing its lock nut, but that really won't matter. We had kind of already been there with the big rock. And let's see what happens is you just take this piece and you put it in like that. And then this screw will go in from underneath. I think the only oddity is the fact that that's slotted like that. So you'll have to kind of like put the screw in and figure it out while you're holding it in place. Or I suppose you could put grease on there, but I wouldn't recommend it. I did vacuum out this whole section here. So I think we're good there. Now I'm just going to take the motor mount or the power module. I think that's what they call this. I also did take that band. So these, this black band, do not throw this away. What this does is prevents, or at least it's supposed to help prevent, this from spreading. I've had the issue of it spreading on this side. I wish Arrma would somehow put some kind of piece here, because believe it or not, this piece right here, when it's locked into there, just from movement, this ends up spreading out. So I kind of wish this was a long sleeve for there. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, see how that slides on? It's almost like you need 2 of these. So I'm going to go ahead and just slip it on there. Slide this power module back into place. Make sure no wires are getting hung up. And it should just slide. Give it a little bit of a rotate. It should click in. Just like that. Ah, it went in pretty easy. Now I can take my drive shaft, put the front end in first. Hey, I ain't perfect, and you know what? Neither are you. So this is the incorrect installation procedure, and you'll see why. I could have edited this footage out, but this is what it is, guy. This is you getting me. Towards there, kind of make sure it keys in. And then the bearing's gonna ride kind of in this section right here. That bearing itself is fine. So I'm gonna push down, but I also need to make sure that I put this in place too. So, how about if I do that first? Well, actually, you know what? Now that this is in place, maybe I can just do it. So slide that out. Put that. Yeah, see, I can't. Put this little piece in first. Put this little cover piece over it, like that. Now take the drive shaft and slide it into place. So that it keys in into the front. Make sure that that slots in. The bearing needs to go into that section. So kind of keep my finger on there while I slide it into place. Give it a little bit of a rotate. Making sure that that bearing is down and in. And I've got that little rubber O-ring pushed up against there. Like that. Yeah. You know what? Will this... Yeah, I think it'll be alright. So take the motor mount, slide that into place. Alright. It's not wanting to go into place. So, it's almost what I need to do is give it a couple whacks. Yeah, it's not wanting to kind of... So you can see it's kind of keyed in. So it's keyed and it's keyed. It's just not wanting to slide in all the way. So what I want to do is put something up against that section of the motor mount, give it a couple of taps. There we go. Just needs persuasion. So now I just want to make sure that this is aligned with that hole. I feel like it is. Take the M2C screw this. Man, it's kind of rough thinking this might need Loctite. It's under pressure. You know what I'll do? Even though M2C didn't provide a washer, I'm going to use the washer that I already have. The rough part that I can see with this is getting a driver to go in. There's not much space in this truck to be able to get a driver and get some good strength on it. So that's where those L wrenches come into play. But what I'll do is I'll put this into place, see if we can get this to thread in. And that's a yep. So it's threading in. There is a slight little gap right there, but it's going to be closed up. There we go. So this is definitely where an L wrench needs to be used. So I'm going to grab an L wrench. So fortunately I did find one. Go ahead and give this a tighten. Kind of almost wish I had a lock washer. But we'll give that a crank. It seems like it'll be alright. That is something I'll have to check after a couple of runs. Or maybe at least the first run. So what I am noticing with this, it's definitely going to be a lot easier to drag this back. Because can't really get after the nut. So put this in place here. Nope. Take that screw and I'm going to come up from the bottom. Nope. Put it on a driver. Hold my finger on that and see if that works. Nope. So I'll just take a driver, line it the best I can. Go ahead and take the screw to put it back in. Nope. See if I got it. Give it a spin in with this. Okay. I think I got it. Yep, that was it. Nope. Throw the drive shaft back in. Big bunch of nope. Line that. Bearing. Make sure that slips into place. Give it a little bit of a twist. There we go. So this was something I've made a mistake before, is that this wasn't fully engaged. So you definitely want to make sure that that is sunk down and in there. So, and it looks like it is. You can see those grooves right there. It looks like it's all set. Same thing on this back side, but you can see this has got chewed, just some rocks and stuff kind of getting there. But you know what I did forget? There you go, guy. Now you're getting it. The strap in. Hopefully that's not going to be an issue. What I'm thinking, hoping that I can roll that underneath. Probably should have put it in first. What a goon, dude. And I can see it's wanting to come in. So I'm going to take a knife and see if I can kind of persuade it. Dang it. Idiot. Give this a roll. Maybe that'll work. God dang it.
You're talking to a professional here. Years of experience that I've had in this RC hobby. Yeah, whatever, guy, I ain't perfect, whatever.
Well, definitely put that on first. Hell, dude. See what it is the fuzz right there. Maybe if I snip off that fuzz. Snip off the first layer of fuzz. Hello. See if I can get that to go underneath. So this will end up working. What I did is I just took razor blade and just kind of filed off the pieces, gave it a little bit of a curl, and then now it will go in. And I can go ahead, take a knife, and then pull it through. That works, right? Get that out of the way. So now I could take this, go down, and then bring it up. There we go. So we're all good there. Bring down the chassis brace. Put this into position here. Looks like it. I'm going to spin it in a little bit. Looks like it's a little off. So then take that pin, push that pin through. Hopefully give it a couple little taps. Just like that. Give it a couple more taps just to make sure it's in. There we go. Then we'll take this screw, which just locks that into place. Screw that down. It's not a crank it down situation. Screw that down. That's it. And I am going to take the chassis brace and put a little bit of tension on it. So I'm going to hold the brace and just give this, you know, I mean, you don't have to hold the brace, but, and give that some tension. If you can see right there, it now has, when you push in, it now has some tension on that rubber. Give it a little bit more. There we go. Back on this side, we'll hook up the motor wires. Now my motor wires have a, my motor wires are black. So I'm assuming that the way I've got these were top, middle, bottom, I hope.
Nope.
We'll see. Man, I'm not sure. I don't remember. That's what's funny because my motor wires are all black. So I think that was just like that. I don't think I really had it jammed down and in there. Maybe I did. I don't know. So we're just going to go like that for now.
You see, this is where you can't hear my inside voice and it's telling me something's wrong.
Take the fan. We're going to plug the fan wire back in. Don't forget that. Red to red, black to black. Connected. You see right there, red to red, black to black. So just going to take a 4S pack. This is a 6S ESC, but just want to toss a 4S pack in here real quick. And just to make sure that everything is looking good and that we don't have any issues. The only thing that I can expect or should expect maybe is a little bit of gear noise. So we'll just plug this in, grab my remote, go ahead and crank it on, and there we go. That's not good. Must mean some corrosion's happening there. Put the ESC on. So like I said, the only thing I expect to maybe hear is just a little bit of gear mesh noise. Okay, so our motor wires are backwards. All right. Don't you do that to me. All right, so normally all you have to do is just switch one. So what I think, do I have it back? I think I do have it actually backwards. So let's just see. I can leave that one, I could leave the yellow one in place, but let's just see if that is the case. So let's see if that maybe kind of looks like the way I may have had it. I think that might be it, so let's give it a shot again. Oh. Plug in a battery. Give it a crank. Ah. What the heck is it doing now? Why is it blinking? One. 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3. Still backwards. What the hell? How are we backwards? There we go. Alright, so we're good. So I guess that's the way we've got it. Looks like we're all set, man. So why did I switch over to using the M2C mount? Because I didn't feel like the Big Rock really needed something like this. The Big Rock, in reality, just needs the Arrma upgrade, which is, I think, 23 bucks. The only thing that's a negative about getting this is that it comes with, like, the whole plastics and everything. So, I mean, it's kind of a weird deal, but maybe that's just the way they package stuff. You might be able to get just this mount somewhere else, maybe like on, I don't know, Jenny's or something. I'm not sure how they'll work that out, but if you could just get the motor mount, what I'll say is that this one right here, I put a straight edge on it, put a razor blade on it, just to check, and you already know that this is a tank of a motor and whole setup. There's no way in heck this one should bend under the factory motor in the Big Rock. And it's Big Rock, not 6S, it's the 3S Big Rock. So, yeah, I think that's a go, man. I think it's a go. The M2C mount is now in my Outcast 4S/6S, and yeah. And Arrma, if you're listening, which you're probably not, but you never know, maybe they do listen, you need to make a 4S Big Rock. That has got to be one of the next vehicles that you guys make. I'm telling you right now, if you do that, that thing will sell out instantaneously. I think so, man. I really do. If they provided this platform in the Big Rock platform, I think that would be an absolute win. So what do you think? Do you think that that worked? What would you have gone with? Would you have gone with M2C, or would you have gone with the Arrma BLX upgrade? The BLX upgrade, I think, is the deal. So anyways, this is RC Guy Garage, and I am going to be out ripping it up. What about you?